Today on E2, Panic at the Disco raids their parents' record collections to get inspiration for Pretty Odd.
We definitely wanted to take it in a new direction.
Then Stacey Farber ditches Degrassi for an internship at Teen Vogue in NYC.
I really like being behind the scenes and on this side of it.
Plus, Daria matches beauty and charity with her own line of cosmetics.
It's a concept that you can really take anywhere in the world because poverty kind of exists everywhere.
Get ready for it. This is E2. On you're watching E2. Stacey Farber is the latest TV star to land an awesome magazine internship. We're going to head to New York and hang out for a day with Teen Vogue's latest online fashionista. Then Daria Werboe scouting the world for the perfect palette of earthy tones. She teams up with a Lancome and is given back. But first, Panic at the Disco may have gotten rid of the exclamation mark at the end of their name, but that doesn't mean the guys are slowing down. They're continuing to work away from the emo stereotype by getting back to their roots on their second album. Check this out.
Things have changed for me.
Panic at the Disco might have dropped the exclamation mark from their band name, but they didn't lose their enthusiasm. Or did they?
It's gone, and yeah, I guess our band's not as
Could
exciting.
come back. It's not, it's missing. I don't know. We decided to take that away, and we added 2 periods in the album title, so balanced it out, I don't know why we did it. We're crazy.
Yeah, we're crazy.
Things are shaping up to be pretty odd.
We definitely wanted to take it in a new direction. It had been 3 years since we'd written any material for an album, so yeah, it was bound to be different. But we, it was definitely an organic, honest effort.
When everybody gets there, everybody gets there. When everybody gets their way.
Yeah, we did. That's something that we kind of carried on from the first album. Just trying to make every song have its own style and vibe, because when you listen to a record and you get the tracks confused with each other, on some records, it's not a good thing, So it was just an effort to try to do that. But, you're right, like, Brendon has a couple, I have friends in Holy Spaces and Falcon Around. He wrote by himself, and they were just kind of like things that he had been working on when we were all together, and we just, it'd be like, it sounds good, you should finish it. And, a week later, he'd come back and it would be done. And, it's like a country song, and there's one that sounds like an old 30s song. So, I don't know. We just had fun.
Yeah, it's just fun. We're pleased with everything that's happening. When we wrote the record, it was just kind of a new start for us, and we were just in a really good place. And now that we're touring it, we're getting a great reaction from the crowd. Kids, I don't think we expected them to know as many new songs as they do, and they sing them as loud and proud as the old ones, so it's great. It's a lot of fun.
The response has been amazing, but it did take the guys a little while to find their happy place.
We got off tour from our first album, and we've been playing every song that we had for a couple of years. So I think, at first, all we wanted to do was write music that was completely different than that, and it took us just a little while to kind of get to a point where we all felt we were on the same page, and at that point, I guess we just felt comfortable writing with John, who was new to the band, and just kind of did a fresh start and never looked back.
Back to the street where we began, feeling as good as others can,
Well, we went to Abbey Road to mix the record for 10 days, and the strings and horns were also recorded there as well. And that just happened because our producer, Rob Mathis, was friends with one of the head mixers engineers over at Abbey Road. So, yeah, and he's always told us that strings sound best at Abbey Road, so we're not going to argue with him. Okay, let's go to Abbey Road. So it's definitely a good choice. We had fun, and it was cool to work on our songs in such a great place, such a historic, fabulous place.
Not only did they turn their strings and horns up a notch, Panic is also taking a new approach with their live shows.
Yeah, I think the way that we put the show together is very different, especially the way I think we go about doing the show. It used to be very, produced and not fake or anything, but just kind of scripted, so we kind of knew what was planned out throughout the set. And now we really don't. We know what songs we're going to play and it's sort of the order that we're going to play them in, but, you know, it's new every night and we're all kind of on our toes. It's like, what's everybody going to do? You know, what's somebody going to say or throw at us from the, we'll see, you know, so it's just kind of, it's exciting.
When we were growing up and we'd go see a lot of bands, we'd see a lot of bands that were just wearing their jeans and t-shirts and, you know, not really putting that much into it. And then when we'd buy like a Queen live DVD or something, and it just seemed like more of an effort and a little bit more creative, and they just seemed like better musicians and performers kind of for that. So, I don't know, we just got really influenced by that, and, you know, we always want to make sure that the kind of, the way that the stage looks kind of matches the whole feel of the show, and I don't know, we're playing smaller places this time, so it's a little bit more easy to interact with the crowd and everything, so it's fun.
And they wasted no time deciding on their fave track to perform live.
I think collectively it's the last song that we play. It's Mad as Rabbits, which is actually the last song on the new record, so yeah, that one's great. It's what we close with, so, you know, we're all just, if we all have that little bit of energy, we're all just pushing it, you know, hey, it's the last song, let's just do it, so it's great. It's always the craziest moment.
In 10 minutes, we're going to be eating pizza with our shirts off.
Shirtless eating pizza backstage, so
we got a lot to look forward to.
Yeah. Basically, for the next year, we're just planning on touring, and we have some festivals in Europe. We're going to Southeast Asia for the first time, Malaysia and a few countries over there. And then we're doing Japan and Australia, which is great. We've only been there, you know, once each, but it's awesome, so we're excited to get back.
They've already recorded at legendary Abbey Road. They have fans all over the world. There's really only one more thing left to do.
We're going to try to be the first band to play on the moon. So that's
what we want. Rick, what's his name? Branson? Richard Branson? Call him.
Call Richard Branson. Get this thing on.
We need to play on the moon.
You gotta have it, so we're here to deliver. Here's your latest dose of E-News.
Thanks, Anna. I'm Aaliyah Jasmine Savani, and this is your entertainment news. Megan Fox has been named the sexiest woman in the world in FHM's annual online reader poll. The Transformers actress beat out the Jessicas to nab first place. Jessica Biel was named second sexiest, with Jessica Alba coming in third. Scarlett Johansson and Alicia Cuthbert rounded out the top 5. Despite a fairly rough and many would say unsexy year, Britney Spears still managed to squeak onto the list. She came in at number 100.
Who are you?
I am Prince Caspian.
The Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian was king at the box office over the long weekend. According to final studio estimates, the fantasy film took in over $55 million. Last week's champ Iron Man dropped to second, but still managed to haul in an impressive $39 million. What Happens in Vegas came in third with $14 million. According to the Associated Press, Lindsay Lohan is being sued for stealing a fur coat from a New York City nightclub in January, being photographed in it by the Paps, then returning it a few weeks later. Allegedly, the coat's real owner realized Lilo was the one who jacked her mink when she spotted the mean girl wearing it in a gossip mag. She's asking for unspecified damages.
Well, that's the word in E-News. Now it's time to hear the word from you. Log on and get scaled.
Last time on Scaled, we wanted to know which scheduled appearance on this year's MTV Movie Awards has got you excited. And don't you know it, 40% of you guys can't wait for the Pussycat Dolls. Now for today's question. With bands like Panic at the Disco moving towards rock and guyliner god Pete Wentz settling down and getting married over the weekend, is emo over? Or is it just waiting for the next generation? You tell us. Just log on to mtv.ca/E2 and have your say.